welcome back to today's video. If you missed yesterday's video, I will leave it up above and down in the description box below. This is the last maths video for this week because tomorrow's work that you've been set is just kind of a roundup of everything you've learnt this week. So without further ado, let's get into the maths. As you know, our focus at the moment is multiplication and division. Multiplication magic. Hopefully, by the end of this lesson, you'll be able to use multiplication tables facts to solve calculations with larger numbers and calculations with decimals. You should be able to identify times tables facts within larger numbers. You'll be able to multiply the fact by multiples of 10 to solve calculations with larger numbers, and you'll be able to divide the fact by multiples of 10 to solve calculations with decimals. This is a starter activity. It's called Magic Ones. So you need to start with the number in the middle and calculate the number which will be at the end of each wand. So the first one, we're starting off with 6, and going to the left, you need to double it, then times that by 8, then divide that by 4 and see what you get. And on the right, you need to halve 6, then times that answer by 12, then multiply that answer by 3 and see what you come out with. So pause the video now and have a go at that. How did you get on? So in the left box you should have come out with 24, and in the right box should have been 12. The next one, you're starting with 8. So again, double it, going to the left, then multiply it by 2, then divide it by 4, and going to the right, halve 8, then multiply that answer by 11, then divide that answer by 4. Pause the video here. And the answers you should have got were 8 for the left side and 11 for the right side. Well done if you got all those correct. Multiplying in 2 steps. 400 times 30. How would you solve this? First, you need to look for a fact you know. So that would be 4 times 3, which equals 12. Then you need to adjust the answer. 400 is 100 times bigger than 4. 30 is 10 times bigger than 3. 10 times 100 equals 1000, so the answer will be 1000 times bigger than 4 times 3. Can you calculate what it will be? So 400 times 30 will be 12,000 because the answer needs to be 1000 times bigger than 4 times 3, and 12,000 is 1000 times bigger than 12. Larger numbers. Remember these 2 steps. Step 1, look for the multiplication you know. Step 2, adjust the answer. So in a moment I'm going to ask you to pause the video and have a go at these calculations, but first we're just going to go through some tips to help you. If the answer to the first step ends in a 0, double check that you multiply the number by 10 enough times. Moving the correct number of places to the left. For example, 500 times 40, well, we know that 5 times 4 equals 20. So you need to multiply the answer by 100 times 10 because it was 500 times 40, not 5 times 4. The answer is 20,000 because if we just go back here, 100 times 10 is 1,000, so it needs to be 1,000 times bigger than whatever 5 times 4 is, which is 20, so it's 20,000. Okay, pause the video here and have a go at the calculations. How did you get on? Let's have a look at the answers. So 5,000 times 400 is 2 million. 70 times 600 is 42,000, 8,000 times 60 is 480,000, 5,000 times 6,000 is 30 million, 90 times 7,000 is 630,000, 80 times 40,000 is 3,200,000, 3,000 times 300 is 900,000, and 6,000 times 120 is 720,000. Well done if you got all those correct. Multiplying decimals. When we multiply by decimals, step 1 is the same. We look for the multiplication we know. So remember the 2 steps. Step 1, look for the fact you know. Step 2, adjust the answer. So looking at 0.6 times 7, well, we know that 6 times 7 is 42. When we get to step 2, we need to divide instead of multiply. We made 0.6 10 times bigger when we calculated 6 times 7, so we now have to make the answer 10 times smaller by dividing it by 10 and moving it one place to the right. 42 divided by 10 equals 4.2, so 0.6 times 7 equals 4.2. Now try these. Have a go at finding the answers to these problems. Remember, step 1, look for the multiplication you know, and step 2, adjust the answer. Pause the video here and have a go at these calculations. How did you do? Let's check the answers. 0.7 times 4 is 2.8, 30 times 6,000 is 180,000, 0.9 times 3 is 2.7, 5 times 0.6 is 3.0, 300 times 700 is 210,000, 8 times 0.4 equals 3.2, 30 times 500 equals 15,000, and 6 times 0.9 is 5.4. Well done if you got all those correct. So hopefully you will feel more confident now at having a go at the work set for today. Remember, choose mild, hot or spicy to be getting on with. So that's all for today. As always, answers will be in the description, but please do try the work first before you check the answers and then use the answers to see how you've done. Do keep in touch, whether that's via the Year 5 email address or via Twitter, which I'll leave in the description box below. And that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. Bye!